welcome to Cardiff City Stadium, home of the Bluebirds. Cardiff City welcoming Barrytown United this evening. Sgorio here for match day 6 of the Genero Adran Premier season. I'm Ivan Gwilym, and I'm pleased to be joined in the commentary box by Katie Sherwood. Good evening, Katie. How are you? Looking forward to this occasion?
Yeah, it's a really big occasion to play at the Cardiff City Stadium. A moment that both teams will be looking to embrace and be hoping to show a good account of themselves.
Cardiff, the reigning champions, unbeaten last season, and they're unbeaten so far this season as well. Impressed by what you've seen from them so far?
Yeah, they started the season really strong, 4 wins, 1 draw, so looking to hold on to that title that they had last year. A really successful season for them. And you know, football is about momentum, it's about confidence, and they seem to be having a lot of that at the moment.
Barrytown, on the other hand, haven't had the best start to the season. We're talking about momentum and confidence. They have got their first win of the season last week against Cardiff Met, and hopefully it bodes well for a competitive game today.
Yeah, you know, hopefully we do see a competitive game. I think they'll be under no illusion how tough this is going to be this evening. They're a very young team, but as long as they have a good performance and make a good account of themselves, that's all they'll be asking for.
2 changes to Cardiff City's team since they beat Pontypridd 5-1 last weekend. Emma Bainon, the previously ever-present Emma Bainon, out. Molly Kehoe as well, she was 4 in 4. Daniel Broadhurst and Rhian Oakley are back in. Rhian Oakley was 12 goals in the last campaign, so there are goals there, even though Kehoe's out.
Yeah, they'll be looking to set up in that usual 3-4-3 formation. A tactical change with Fionn Price in that centre-back position. She'll be looking to build up the possession. She offers that more attacking threat. And like you said, Broadhurst in that midfield will be looking to link up with a very frightening front 3.
And then for the visitors, Barry, 1 change since that victory I mentioned against Cardiff Met last week. As we see the referee Jordan Harmon with the coin toss. The captains Chloe Tiley for the visitors, and Walsh, Siobhan Walsh, that is for the home team. That 1 change for Barry is India Shanahan's missing, the former Cardiff City player. She had 24 goals, 12 assists in 22 games for the under-19s of Cardiff City last season. And she got Sienna Stone, 16 years old, for the first start for Barrytown.
And Barrytown, they'll be looking to set up in that 4-3-3 formation. I imagine they'll sit with a low block with captain Chloe Tiley leading by example. And their front 3, they'll be looking to press hard and really put Cardiff City under pressure.
Good to see a crowd here at the Cardiff City Stadium. Yesterday it was the 7-side derby at this stadium. Cardiff City the victors then. Today it's a South Wales derby, one of many in this league, and Barry hoping to cause an upset against the reigning champions and already the front runners in this league. Barry will be expecting to be backs against the wall, already under a bit of pressure early on. Trying to get out of their own half.
Yeah, it's really important that Barry starts strong. They have to stay in this game. Conceding early on will be a message that the manager would have said. We cannot concede early. No nonsense defending, I'm sure, is what they'll be starting their game with.
Could go either way playing in this kind of arena, couldn't it, as Fionn Price comes out to collect the ball. Do you think is it going to help Cardiff City or Barrytown more playing in this occasion?
I think Cardiff have the experience of playing on this big pitch. They know the spaces that they can exploit.
Price trying to exploit the space in the back there as well. It's all green and plenty of space to be able to attack.
But however, Barrytown, they play their football at Genero Park, which is also a really big pitch. So I think it, like I said, it's a moment for them to embrace. They're such a young team, so to play at this stadium, it's a fantastic opportunity to showcase how far they've come as a team.
Price once again going for that diagonal ball, and he is once again reaching Green. Green going for it from afar. Down Green, what a goal! In the first 2 minutes, Cardiff City stumping their authority in the game, and a goal of the highest quality. Fantastic once again from Price. to see the opportunity was there. The top assists, but all that goal came from Danielle Green.
I think this is going to be a real key feature of the game, that big diagonal switch. And that's what Dan Green does. She's a master of cutting inside. She's really comfortable on both feet, and she can hit the ball. And what a sublime strike that was.
Well, we certainly are in for a treat this evening, if that is the standard we're going to be seeing. Karen Chamberlain back in goal. 2 clean sheets this season so far. Nothing to add another one to the tally. At the moment, she doesn't look like she's going to be challenged too much in this game.
It's really important that Barry get those distances right, those spaces in between units. They can't give Cardiff City that much space that they just did, otherwise it's going to be one-way traffic all game.
Nice turns. Step to the side. Watkins. Ball forward to Oakley. And Barry will clear for a brief respite. Will we see a better goal than that today?
It's going to be a tough one to beat, isn't it? You know, and such early goal as well. Just took us all by surprise, I think.
Oakley into the box, but won't get to retrieve it. There'll be a throw in for Cardiff City. Cook with the throw. It's lifted high. Once again, Green in position. Can't quite keep hold of the ball this time. And Barry trying to escape. Trivet can't get past Bowen.
I think that's what Barry are going to build their game on today. Playing on the counter, but it's really important when they do win the ball back, they have to have players supporting that player who's breaking free. Otherwise, there's too many numbers around the ball for Cardiff. It's too easy.
Well, the danger is that they leave gaps behind. And at this point in time, do you think they're going to try and just consolidate and
here picking up the space in between the units? Someone has to take that responsibility to step in.
Not the first time that Cardiff City have played at this stadium. About a year ago, last November, they played it in front of 5,000 fans against Abergavenny, won 9-0 on that occasion, and Danielle Green was among the goal scorers there as well.
Yeah, she had a fantastic game last time here. I think she scored 1 in that game, but you know, she's such a key player for Cardiff. She actually started on the bench and she's worked her way back into this team. She brings experience and such an attacking threat.
Price so comfortable in possession. Spreads it to Michaela Cook. Cook just loses grip of possession there. Price there to collect things, slow things down. Watkins as well, filling the gaps in the back.
And Barry are going to find themselves out of possession a lot this game, so it's really important when they do win the ball back, they don't turn it over and give it straight back to Cardiff City. Can they find a way to retain possession and just ease that pressure?
At the bottom you see the scores of this weekend so far. 4-0 Swansea beat Aberystwyth. Cardiff met back to winning ways, 1-0 against Pontypridd, and then Wrexham continuing their good run of form, 3-1 against TNS. And that means that Wrexham and Swansea come joint on 13 points with Cardiff City. Cardiff still on top on goal difference, a far superior goal difference before the weekend, and they'll have to lose quite heavily to be losing that top spot today. But Cardiff met back to winning ways. Surprised by the season they've had so far, Katie?
Yeah, it's been really up and down. You know, the loss last week to Barry was a bit of a shock after, you know, a really good result against the Swans. But I think that's what is exciting about this league, is much more open and competitive, especially with Wrexham coming into the mix this season. You know, and that's exactly what we want. We want it to be a more competitive league, and we don't want it to be, you know, just one team running away with it.
It's also a very competitive race for the top 4. We split halfway through the season. As Barry have a rare opportunity to close down on goal. Barry, if they do win today, they'll be right up there in the mix for top 4. Can't quite make anything from that half opportunity.
No, it's really important to point out how much of a young team Barry are. You know, there's 16, 17-year-olds in this team who are learning their trade, and they're trying to learn quickly against some real experienced players. So you have to give them time to develop and gel as a team. It's tough, but they're going to learn so much from playing against such competitive teams like Swansea, like Cardiff.
Among the goals today for Wrexham, once again, Rosie Hughes. That's her 100th goal for Wrexham she clocked today. She's been quite the addition to the league. Colley collects in the corner, tries to get a cross in to the 6-yard box. It's a corner for Cardiff City.
Yeah, it's really good wing play down here by Colley. She herself is also a youngster for Cardiff City. An early delivery in, but Barry deal with it really well in the end.
3 goals in 5 appearances for Colley so far this season. Goals are coming all across the team from Cardiff City, obviously. Team of their standard. Sam Watkins got one, a cracking one last weekend against Pontypridd. She'll be delivering this corner right into the middle, and an easy header for the second of the evening for Cardiff City. Won't get much easier than that. Looks like Walsh getting the applause from her teammates.
I think the Barry Town manager, Stevie McCarthy-Campbell, will be really disappointed with that, because that's one thing I'm sure they would have been working on in training, being really solid on set pieces. But in the end, it just looks like an easy jump there for Siobhan Walsh. It's a great delivery in, but you have to be better. You have to be more aggressive in those central areas in the box.
Well, not 10 minutes on the clock yet, and we always expected it to be a difficult evening for Barry Town. And it just keeps on getting harder. Broadhurst back in the team now, continuing his return from injury. Got injured doing the Champions League over the summer. Her first league appearance.
Yeah, it's great to see Dan Broadhurst back. She's back. She is an experienced player in this league. Suffered a real bad injury in the Champions League, so it's great to see her back playing at the Cardiff City Stadium this evening.
Bowen, former Barry Town player, with a throw in there. Been a good addition for Cardiff in their title-winning campaign last season. Watkins being driven back by Amy Deacon. Broadhurst once again goes for diagonal ball towards Green. Green beats a defender, gets a cross in. No one in blue there ready and waiting. And a rare opportunity again for Barry Town to counter. Deacon isolated up top.
Yeah, Barry have to do better there. It's a perfect opportunity just to try and turn the back three of Cardiff City, and no one likes running back towards their own goal, but the ball into Deacon, she didn't stand a chance.
Walsh, the goal scorer, the captain. Dictating play right at the back there, in the middle of that back three. And getting quite an easy time of it, no pressure on the ball.
Yeah, they're happy to sit in that low block, Barry, but they have to recognise these triggers. This is an opportunity. Can you get up the pitch? Can you put some pressure on Cardiff City?
Well, back to Chamberlain from that slight error. And Chamberlain giving the ball away. Barry can't take advantage of these little mistakes in the last minute. Olden, top scorer for Barry last season where they finished at 7th out of 8. Would have been wanting to keep star players like Olden. Oh, another mistake at the back. This time Cook giving the ball away. Deacon, pass behind the runner.
I would have liked to see Amy Deacon then just have a little bit more belief in herself and test the goalkeeper. Interesting fact for you, Amy Deacon is actually goes to the same school that I went to in high school, and she's only 16 years old, and she's actually in school with my son in year 11. So this just goes to show the age of some of these players in this Barry team.
Yeah, it certainly does. Oh, good ball by Broadhurst. And Colley's in on goal. Colley can't quite beat Brennan. Brennan does well to come out. Just gets a touch on it.
Yeah, the goalkeeper, she did really well then, didn't she? She held herself nice and big, stretches out, and it's a great opportunity there for Colley to get herself on the goal sheet.
And we see the opportunity again.
It's a great ball over by Dan Broadhurst. She almost has too much time there, but the goalkeeper does really, really well.
Lauren Harris will take this free kick. Can't find a player in yellow. Anna Bennett tries to go for the runner out wide, but it'll be a throw-in for Cardiff City.
I think it's really important to mention as well that Cardiff City are now semi-professional, which Barry are not, which means Cardiff City, they have extra training throughout the week. They train 3 times a week, and if Ian Derbyshire want them in more, he can. And Barry, they train twice a week, and that just shows, the level between the two teams as well. So it's really important that the people know that that is the difference between some teams in the league.
This is good link-up play by Cardiff City at the moment. Just can't quite get that last pass to Eliza Colley. And the hope, I suppose, there is that going to see the goals again. This is the first one by Danielle Green.
Like I said, she is the master of cutting in, and she's strong on both feet. And that is a fantastic finish. Top corner, the goalkeeper had absolute no chance.
Goal kick for Barry. A chance to loft it high, lift it long. So we're reverting back to this pattern we're seeing throughout the first quarter of an hour so far. Cardiff City clearly dominating possession. They've clearly dominated chances as well so far.
Now, I'm going to be really critical here on Cardiff City. They have so much possession. Can they actually move the ball quicker? Can they move the ball with a bit more quality? We've seen a few passes that haven't. No, for example, that pass there, Fionn Price should be doing better there, so that this Cardiff City can be moving the ball a lot better than what we're actually seeing here.
We see the Barry town manager, Stevie McCarthy Campbell. He's new to this team, new to this league. He's had a hard start, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's really tough, and he's actually new to women's football as well, and managing females is different to managing males. He was previously at Lanswick Major in the men's league, so it's a big transition. They've had 4 managers over a short space of time, so there hasn't been that consistency for the players, and they've lost players as well. So they're going through a period of transition. And like I say, they're trying to build a team to compete on young players who are coming through their youth system. So it's going to be difficult, but it's just something that they're going to have to stick with.
Price up towards Cook. Watkins. Some good passing by Cardiff City now. Watkins towards Oakley. Oakley in the box. Brennan comes out and collects in the end.
And that's just a glimpse there of what Cardiff City can do in possession. That was much better, crisp, one-touch passing, interchanging of positions. And Seren Watkins, you know, at the heart of that, she's such an important cog in Cardiff City's midfield.
Deacon up towards Trivet. Trivet, no way past Dan Green there.
Barry Town, they do have a lot of great individual young players. The difficult thing is when you don't have much experience around you, everybody is learning together. Trivet is a fantastic young talent, and in time she'll be a star in this league, but it's just they need time to develop.
Price comes to collect that ball. Deacon turns to face goal. She's isolated once again. Got the ball. Is the clear sign by Jordan Harmon, the referee. Watkins again driving forward. The ball up to Oldham. And Cardiff City happy to go back to the back once again, back to the 3. Slap trip on Watkins by Deacon.
Yeah, but that's what you want to see. You want Barry Town. You want to see them getting in the faces of Cardiff City, showing a bit of bite and aggression.
Well, Watkins has stayed down after this challenge.
No, I think the ball's there to be won. Not much in that, in my opinion.
Price with the free kick. Went winning the race for the loose ball. Cardiff City trying to reassert their control of possession. Price once again goes for that long diagonal ball towards Green. Green collects. There's 2-3 now waiting in the box. She won't get an opportunity to cross. Barry are the ones counter-attacking. Deacon shouting for the ball down the middle. Cross tries to come, but there's a deflection. And Broadhurst can collect. Slow things down again for Cardiff City.
But much more positive there from Barry. They win the ball in their own half, drive out of that right-hand side. And you know, it's encouraging signs. It's just that final pass and making that right decision.
Watkins once again turning to face goal immediately after getting possession. And Cook not quite winning the race against the line there.
It's good defending in the end from Lucy Atwood. You know, what Cardiff City are doing, they're interchanging their front 3. So they're trying to cause a little bit of chaos in that Barry back 4.
Well, there's an error there from the goal kick. Can Cook punish them? Watkins gets the ball. And that has not been struck as sweetly as she did against Pontypridd last weekend.
I think she actually caught the floor than the ball.
We've got
again, Deacon, she wanted that ball played in sooner. The space is there. She was 1v1 there with Meg Bowen at the back.
Walsh to Bowen. Distinctive style without socks down to her ankles and bright boots.
I know, it almost looks like she hasn't got any shin pads on.
The tiny thimbles at the bottom of her legs. Fionn Price gets another opportunity for this long ball. Brennan comes out to collect. There's a big clash there in the middle. Mackenzie Oldham can't quite get the ball from her old colleagues at Barry.
But that's what you want to see from your goalkeeper. Just come and take the ball, come and take the player, but be commanding in your area. And that's exactly what she did.
Atwood will take the throw for Barry. Let's go long towards Deacon.
It's a little bit of frustration there from Fionn Price. Deacon does really well, uses her body to hold the ball up, brings the midfield into play, and really lack of discipline there from Fionn Price. There's an opportunity for Barry to set up in a set piece.
This might well be their best opportunity yet, Barry. It'll be interesting to see what kind of delivery Lauren Harris can provide from the free kick. Barry will get a second bite of the cherry here. Jenkins. There's a block. It's been collected by Freeman. Freeman can't quite keep possession. Barry come again. There's a long shot once again. Oh, and a great goal. A fantastic one to open this game. And Barry have just answered back. Came out of nowhere. Bennett looking up, seeing the opportunity. Right to the top corner.
Well, we did say, didn't we, will we see a better goal than Danielle Green's goal? And I got to say that definitely matches it. Love that positivity to get her team back in the game.
Game on.
Absolutely, game on.
Well, that will do a world of good for the confidence of the Barry players, obviously knowing that they were in for a tough one. But after that win against Cardiff Met last week, and with that goal now, let's see how the game develops. It's put wide by Colley towards Cook. Cardiff City wanting to get their 2-goal advantage back. Chamberlain not expecting that. Out of her box to get her foot on the ball. She'll want to right that wrong. Too easy for Broadhurst in the middle.
Yeah, they're quite happy to have Cardiff City have the ball in their own half and just engage when they see fit.
Green up towards Oakley. Oakley got an opportunity to cross here and she can't keep it on the field.
She's played right across that front three. Oakley, she's been down the middle, she's been on the right, she's now finding herself on the left, and that's what Cardiff City do. They interchange their front three and try and cause a little bit of chaos. Yeah, expect better in that area from Rhiannon Oakley.
Brennan getting rid of the ball. Bowen across the back towards Price. Cook. Price through the gap, but Cardiff City waste possession. Cook going to go all the way back to Chamberlain in goal. More press in Barrytown's game since that goal, I feel.
Yeah, and I watched them against Cardiff Met, and that was one of their key features. Their front three really pressed aggressively and put Cardiff Met into pressure. I would have liked them to just squeeze up the pitch a little bit whilst Amy Deacon is trying to chase that ball. She needs numbers around her.
Walsh. To Bowen. Oakley. Slides in, tries to keep that ball alive towards Daniel Green. They'll get an opportunity from the throw-in. Bowen. Walsh out wide to Cook. Broadhurst is in support. Pass doesn't quite find it. And another opportunity for Barry to counter. This time Stone is the one. Can't quite get the ball towards Deacon.
Yeah, they're having moments, aren't they, where they're winning the ball back. But Cardiff have good numbers around the ball to recover. They are then winning the ball back even more quickly.
Good work to dispossess Rhian Oakley. Price. Once again sees Green in plenty of space. Down the left, Green once again going for it. Straight at Erin Brennan.
Yeah, you can see she has one thing on her mind. As soon as she picks that ball up, she wants to cut inside. Can the fullback force her towards the channel rather than giving her that space to open up? Because we've seen she can hit them from there and she knows how to find the back of the net.
Chamberlain. Bowen. Colley will chase this one all the way. And they win the throw-in.
I think Barry look a little bit more organised now. They're a bit more compact. Cardiff City are having to go around them. They haven't really gone through them much. And I'm sure that's something that would have been a key feature of their preparation coming into this game. How can they limit the space that Cardiff City operate in?
Good turn there by Oldham, but too slow. And Barry are coming again. Stone in towards Deacon. Watkins was there, back in the defence. Watkins. Out towards Green. No, she's played that well. Yeah, Davis Kidd come out. Green races into the box, pulls it across. No one can divert it in for Cardiff City. Rhian Oakley was there waiting. And Oldham.
Yeah, they recover well in the end, don't they, Barry? But Danielle Green, she is proven to be such a handful down that left-hand side. Great power, great strength, and to get that cross in the box as well.
Cardiff looking towards her quite a lot as well, seeing that they're getting quite a lot of luck, quite a lot of joy out of that left-hand side. Green on the ball again, this time going long. And Oldham was never going to get that. Throw in for Barry.
They're in no rush to take this throw, are they? Just getting themselves up the pitch, having a breather, resetting. And what can they work from this throw?
There is Stevie McCarthy Campbell having a word with his coaching team. Bennett, goal scorer, towards Trivet. Oakley beats the defender. And Bennett having to come back and do some defensive work.
Yeah, great recovery there to get back in. Oakley has pace to burn, and she spotted the danger and got across the pitch really well there.
Broadhurst too slow to the ball, but manages to steal it back for Cardiff City. just out of her reach as well. Broadhurst again on the wall. Price into the middle and a good header, but Olden can't get it into the net on target.
Yeah, there's another great delivery there from Ffion Price. As soon as she gets a head up, you know she has one thing in mind: how can she get the ball into the box as quickly as she can, and with quality as well. Good contact, she just couldn't divert it towards the goal. But the danger is still there for Cardiff City, coming from both sides.
9 goals for Barry last season. Losing someone like that would have been a big loss for Barry, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and it's really difficult to keep players when clubs come in and they have those, semi-professional contracts to offer. As a young player, obviously, that's the dream, that's what you want. So when these young stars do come through, there's always going to be someone knocking at the door trying to pinch them.
I suppose on the flip side, you've got someone like India Shanahan, who I know is not playing for Barry today, but was Cardiff City under-19s last season, and then going the other way.
Yeah, someone who's maybe not getting as much playing time as they would like. It's an opportunity for you to go and get, full 90 minutes or really test yourself in that starting 11. And, I'm disappointed she's not here today, and I'm sure she would have wanted to be here playing at the Cardiff City Stadium, hoping to put one in the top corner. But she was such a fantastic player for the under-19s at Cardiff City, and she's going to be key to Barry Town's success this season.
Slight pause before we take this free kick, as we saw it. Challenge again on Eliza Colley.
I think it's more of just a coming together rather than anything really malicious.
Bowen up towards Olden, nice change of direction, and Watkins goes for power, and it's blocked. A good run by Barry Town there. Watkins all over the pitch, can't get rid of it, Barry Town.
But again, positive from Barry Town, trying to counter really quickly, being really direct, but Cardiff City just swarming the ball and just winning the ball back as quickly as they can, just not giving Barry Town any time on the ball.
Bowen carries in to the Barry Town half. Once again, Green is used down the left. Once again, she beats the defender, gets a cross in, and it doesn't quite reach Colley. Oh, good work down the right. Trivett just loses the ball.
Again, just seeing a glimpse of what she can do. Great positives to go 1v1 against Meg Bowen. Just haven't got the numbers around to support her. But love to see that confidence and trying to get her team at the pitch.
Stone. There's 2 in front of her. Manages to make some space for herself. Walsh covers well. Stone still with some opportunity here. Cooked them well to come back. Freeman going from a distance, inspired by her teammate Bennett. Watkins anticipating that run from Cook. Good work by Price. Ball not quite being shepherded out, but it is a throw-in.
Yeah, good strength there from Atwood, just to use her body to shield the ball. You can actually see Ian Derbyshire, he's not happy on the sideline. He's expecting his players to move the ball with a bit more urgency and a bit more quality.
There's Barry Town who come again. Deacon. I was going to say good defending by Megan Bowen, but the referee, Mr. Harmon, gives the free kick.
It's another opportunity again for Barry to put the ball into the box. Not much in that free kick, actually, watching that replay.
A free kick it is. Although I do agree with you.
minutes. But comfortable for the keeper in the end.
Price. Across the back, Bowen. Towards Green. Luckily strong, but can't be first to the ball.
I'm actually surprised the ref hasn't given anything there, because as she's clearing the ball, it looks like Oakley has actually gone in with her shoulder a little bit. Am I being a little bit soft? But great recovery there from Harris, winning that 1v1.
We'll have another throw in as we approach the last 5 of the first half. A reminder below of those results today. Aberystwyth started the season very well. Some unexpected points in the capital. 0-0 against Cardiff City, 1-1 against Cardiff Met, but at home losing quite heavily to Swansea City today, 4-0. Goal kick, Cardiff wasteful in possession there.
Yeah, I think they can keep the ball a lot better. We've seen a lot of balls go out for throws, just not connecting. They have so much time and space on the ball. You know, early on we've seen them really utilising the width. They've lacked that little bit of quality in this last 15 minutes.
A reminder below about the football you can see on S4C this week, tomorrow. Highlights of this game and the other Premier games that happened this weekend. As Barry clear that ball. There's also live football on BBC and highlights on S4C of Wales' Women's Nations League campaign. And it's Denmark up and coming on Tuesday. There's another opportunity for Cardiff City. Another 5 minutes before half-time. Ian Derbyshire, I'm guessing, Katie, won't be happy with 2-1 at the half.
No, I don't think he will be. And just watching how he's been reacting on the sideline, he's asking more of his players. He's asking them to move the ball. He's actually asking some of them to track back. So I think there might be a few words at half-time. You might see some changes.
And likewise, Stephen McCarthy-Campbell be quite content with 2-1 away at the reigning champions and an opportunity to come back in the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. They're still in the game. You know, 2-1 is a dangerous scoreline.
Bennett doing well to win the possession for Barry there. Deacon out to Trivet. Trivet goes for it. Trivet towards the keeper, straight to Chamberlain in the end.
Yeah, again, just showing that what that front three can do when they get the ball. Just shifts the ball, gives herself a little bit of space, goes around Dan Green and is able to get the shot off. Comfortable in the end for Chamberlain, but positive signs for Barry.
Price out to Cook. Holden. Changing direction. I've certainly had more luck down that left. Walsh goes towards Green once again down the left. 2, 3, 4 waiting in the box now. Green continues to go. Good run by Green. And that run deserved a better delivery.
You have to give credit there to the defending. Again, I think it was Bennett there, putting her body on the line, making that great recovery run. You know, that's fantastic desire there to win the ball back.
Atwood. It's the ball past the defender, can't retrieve. Walsh clears, only as far as Freeman. Freeman sees Trivett in plenty of space. First touch, lets it down. Deacon collects. Deacon, the edge of the box, still going. And Chamberlain touches it over the bar. A good effort by Deacon. Yeah,
a really good spell at the moment for Barry. A second opportunity for them, coming from actually a Cardiff mistake. Not a great clearance there from Siobhan Walsh. He's got dragged over onto out of position, really. But what a fantastic strike by Deacon. Again, just showing what they can do when they have the opportunities, when they're in the right spaces. Really positive.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but first corner for Barry as well as we approach half-time. This will be quite the impact if they had a goal here. Cardiff clear, but can't clear very far. And Barry's opportunity disappears for a bit. They'll have the throw. The corner towards Trivett. They won't have many opportunities from in this area, Barry. That throw in needed to be better.
Yeah, I think it's just a little bit of tidiness. They just needed to slow the game down there a little bit, you know, and that comes with experience. Slow the game down. Are we in position to keep the ball and start an attack? But again, they're young, they're eager, you know, they've just had two opportunities, so it's just that little bit of composure and a calm head saying, actually, let's slow it down. There's a couple of minutes until half-time. Can we create something from this throw-in?
Green. Broadhurst behind. Green perhaps guilty of trying to do too much there. Barry doing well to clear. Watkins, like a magnet in the middle of the pitch. Olden. Harris clears. Cardiff City once again in possession. Forwards towards Rhian Oakley. Oakley, she's got the goal in front of her now. Touches out wide to Green. Green going again. And the second time straight at Erin Brennan, the keeper. 2 minutes of added time.
But that opportunity for Cardiff City come from them moving the ball with, you know, crisp passing, one touch passing, better quality on the ball, and they find themselves then in a dangerous position, having a shot on goal.
High by Brennan. Freeman towards Stone. Stone doing well to evade the tackle by Broadhurst. Can't quite keep it on the pitch. Walsh. But went up to Watkins. Olden. Needs to track back. Bowen. Up towards Olden. Watkins. Watkins still going. Now there's an opportunity. The cross. Can't quite find a player in blue. Walsh drives up towards Colley. Plenty of space for Price. Can Price deliver? Price goes for goal. Great effort by Price. Did that glance the crossbar?
It did. I think the keeper might have actually he gave a goal kick.
They did give the goal kick. There won't be time to give it as we see the opportunity again. Might look better from this angle. It does hit the crossbar. And a great way to end a great first half. Two fantastic goals. The first by Danielle Green. to give Cardiff City the lead. Siobhan Walsh did double the lead before Hannah Bennett's great drive to pull one back for Barry Town. 2-1 to the home team. This bodes for a very good second half. And during the half-time, we'll give you a roundup of the goals from the Cymru Premier. Join us for the second half.
Jordan Davies tu mewn I Kai Griffith, cyfle cynnar I Kay Conna, Franklin, o braidd yn lwcus, oedd o yna fan yna, 20 eiliad ar y cloc, na Phil Mooney I ora, ond yn anffodus iddo fo, mi ddisgynodd I yn garedig I Harry Franklin I rwyddo I drydydd gol o'r tymor. Gwysyd ymlaen I Bradley. Davies. Nash yn gry ac efo Jordan Davies. Hyrwch ymlaen, mynd ar dyfarnwr Mark Petch. No Edwards. Cyfla I Franklin rwan. Ar ei droed chwith. Franklin am Iael! Mae'n dod rwg I waith i'r cofis. Harry Franklin. Ac o fewn 5 munud. A Kay Conrad I dyblu mantais. Edwards I Franklin. A'i droed chwith yn plannu'r bel. Heibio I Lewis Webb. Maen nhw dal yn ymosod. Declan Poole. Disney, tu allan iddo. Disney, chodi fyny tuag at y postyn pella, ac yno, mae Harry Franklin wedi sgorio hat-trick, a dim ond 10 munud o'r games di gael ei chwarae. A Amddiffyn Gaernarfon yn ddifrifol a wael yma ar Caer Castell heno. Yn yr amser, sgael y genetau ar ddiwedd y hanner cyntaf. Disney, tuag at y postyn pella, Nash arbeniad, a mae'n gefnir oed gan Harry Franklin. Rhedeg I mewn, gyda'r ymythol allan. Mae'n rhwydo I bedwaredd gol o'r noson, a pedwaredd Kay Conna o'r noson. 7 munud bron di chwarae dros y 45. Pas I Declan Poole, Jack Kenny yn y cwrt Cosby, tuag at Kenny! A mae'n bumed I Kay Conna wrth i'r gloc. Bron iawn at ar hanner amser. A mae Jack Kenny yn rhywyd o'i ail o'r tymor yn ebyn I gyn glwb. Harrington mynd teipio I Cartwright, Sgwar I Williams. Williams yn mynd yn lletach I Declan Poole, ffynu nôl I Josh Williams. Williams, un symudiad ar ergyd yn ffrachio, heibio'r golwr Tom Pritchard. Kay Conrad I tar a 6, ail o'r tymor I Josh Williams. Symud y bel yn sydyn ar ymyl y cwrt Cosby, ergyd rymus yn curo Pritchard ar ei bostyn agosa. Disgyniad yn Davies, Clark sy'n tu mewn. Louis Lloyd yna gynta, cyfle am y gol gysur I Gaernarfon. Oes ma' yna, symudiad cyflym o'r cefn. A mae Louis Lloyd yn rhwydo gyda 12 munud o'r 90 yn weddill pedwaredd o'r tymor i'r ysgellwr. Yna gol gysur fydd I.
Billy Kirkman ar yr ongl. Mewn mae'n dod. Harry Owen! A mae'r gol yn cael ei sgorio! Ac Owen Taylor sy'n rhwydo dros Aberystwyth. Y bêl letraws gan Kirkman yn cael ei hennill yn yr awyr gan Aberystwyth. Ac Owen Taylor yn rhwydo I gol gyntaf yn uwch gyngrau'r Cymru dros Aberystwyth. Dave Jones yn mynd yn hir, chwilio am Steph Davies, mae'n cael ei biro yn yr awyr. Harry Owen sy'n camu mewn yn ceisio troi am ddiffyn. A mae Pennac wedi gwneud camgymeriad. O, mae'n alawio fanna dros bosib. A mae'n mynd I fod yn gic o'r sbotyn. A mae'n mynd I fod yn garden coch. Dos bosib yn hyn. Ashley Evans yn cael ei alw draw. Ac Evans sy'n gweld coch yn ogystal. Wel, pethau'n mynd o ddrwg I wath I dîm Rhys Griffiths ar ei holi o gol I ddim. Jack Thorne, y capten, yn arwain drwy y siampl. Mae Aberystwyth ar y blaen o 2-0 yma ym Mhen y Bont.
Keenan Patson yn dechrau'r ail hanner, un ymwelwyr. Dim newidiadau gan y naith dim na'r llall ar yr hanner. Kane McLagan. Cyflamu'n i flaen ac yn ergydio! Ac ar ôl 2 eiliad ar 10 o'r ail hanner, mae'r ymwelwyr wedi mynd ar y blaen. Kane McLagan efo'i 7th gol o'r tymor. Ac efo pethau mor agos sy'n gwylod y tabl, fe alla honna fod yn gol anferth.
Keston Davies nôl at y golwr sy'n clirio. Eisiau canfod Caradogan. Mae yn canfod Caradogan. Pas dda gan Ratcliffe. Caradogan yn troi ddig. Caradogan! Oddi ar y postyn! Ac mae'n gefn o gol. Wel, y bêl uniongyrchol yn canfod Caradogan yn troi fi'n ac ergyd i gornel isa'r hwyd. Price ar gic at ochr y Cwrt Cosby sy'n gyflym ni Elliot Evans ar ei drodd dde ac am gol i Elliot Evans allan o ddim byd reit ar ddiwedd yr hanner cynta yma. Gol o'r safon ucha, ergyd trod dde Elliot Evans yn mynd yn syth i'r gornel ucha, dim cyfle i Ratcliffe yn y gol. Keston Davies sy'n edrych i daro'r bêl yn hir, yn cael ei ffenio'n glir gan McCarthy yn canfod Elliot Evans, sodliad hyfryd lawr at Harry Owen. Harry Owen ar bas hyfryd, mae Lewis Rees ddim yn camsefyll. Lewis Rees, mae dros ben y golwr. Lewis Rees am gol i'r net, reit ar ddechrau'r ail hanner, ac am bas yn rhwygor am ddiffyn gan Harry Owen. A rhaid dweud Lewis Rees yn gorffen yn wych yn mynd rownd Ratcliffe, yn codi'r bêl dros yr amddiffynwr. Cummings a'r peniad mlaen at Mertens yn cael ei giro gan Emlyn Lewis, y bêl mlaen. Wel, bron yn cyrraedd Lewis Rees, mae yn cyrraedd Lewis Rees ar ochr y Cwrt Cosby. Elliot Evans yn cynnig i hun. Harry Owen ar ochr y Cwrt Cosby yn ceisio mynd heibio Cummings. Y croesiad, dos bosib bod hi'n gol, dos na ddim cam sefyll. A Tom Vincent sydd yno ar broses hawdd o'r rhwydo, ble oedd yr amddiffyn i Bontypridd, ac unwaith eto y Met yn sgorio.
Sgwrdd i bel cael ei hyrddi ei mewn. Tuag at Sutton mae'n dod nôl at Sears, cyfle am greisiad. Sutton helpu ymlaen, ac mae Aaron Williams yn ei chladdu hi i gefn y rhwyd ar y postyn pella. 3 munud a hanner wedi chwarae mawr padlydd am dechrau perffaith i'r dre newydd. Bel yn disgyn i Williams ar y postyn pella. Ac Aaron Williams yn sgorio i 12th gol am y tymor. Jones yn mynd yn hir. Sutton yn ennill y peniad, ond Tyrese Owen allan efo'r bel. Allan at Aproseise. Aproseise, croesiad, i'r ergyd o ddi. Mae Wycherley yn ei gyllwg hi. Ac yn wir, mae'r gol wedi cael ei rhoi. Rhys Aproseise o'n e-mail a croesiad o ddi, ond efallai na ergyd o ddi. Ond camgymeriad erchyll gan Wycherley yn y gol. Methu gafel ar y bel ac yn disgyn dros y llinell efo'i. Ac rhywsut, mae Hulffordd wedi dod y gyfartal.
Dy bast ymlaen, Brobl yn neud y rhediad mewn at Young. Clark! Hyfryd gan Ben Clark. Wel, wedi beirniadu fe am ei berfformiad yn gynnar yn y gêm. Ben Clark sy'n rhwydo'r gol gyntaf hyn o'ma. Ychydig o le yn troi ar ei drod chwith, yn climanu ddi heibio i Absalom. 6ed gol y tymor i Ben Clark. Ar steintiau ar y blaen, steintiau 1 y bala dim.
Redmond yn creu yr edrych am Brobl, troi na yn y Cwrt Cosby, Baslak. Ti'n cael Brading, ond dwi'n cael ei gael lawr i gan cyflym. Ych chi'n clywed hyfforwydd y bala yn sgrechian ar amddiffyn i gau Ben Clark i lawr ac ar y droed chwith na yn Cremano na'n Gilfyd. Heibio i absolutely gobaith i'r golwr. Oedd y cyffyrddiad cyntaf na yn wych gan efo, jyst yn gallu agor i gorff allan wedyn i gyrmanu'r bêl na yn wych.
Chisnovic. Danny Davies o'i flaen unwaith eto rhediad gan Redmond. Mae Redmond yn mynd i'r llawr.
Yn gic o'r smotyn, neu mae'n gerdyn.
Mae e wedi rhoi cic o'r smotyn y tro hwn. Mae e'n mynd o blaid Redmond. Dan Redmond yn gwneud y rhediad o ganol ca. Tric hyfryd i dwyllo'r amddiffynwr yn cael ei ddal, yn mynd i'r llawr a chyfle i'r Seintiau Newydd i ddyblu mantais.
Ie, eto Chiselwich ar bas ac Harrison yn ei faglu rhyw dric bach fel ti wedi sôn, mae gan Redmond i fynd heibio ac Harrison yn cael ei ddal yn fan yna.
Y brobl sydd dros y gic o'r smotyn. Brobl yn erbyn Absalom. Just cyn hanner amser a brobl yn sgorio'n gyffwrddus. Absalom yn mynd un ffordd, y bel y ffordd arall. Mae'r Seintiau'n dyblu mantais. Brobl yn sgorio. Y Seintiau Newydd 2, Bala dim, llai na 2 funud cyn yr hanner.
Ie, brobl yn glinigol. Absalom yn mynd i'r chwith. Yn brobl i'r dde ar ath o. Ac i Colin Caton yn siomedig efo'r 5 munud dwytha.
Welcome back to the second half here at Cardiff City Stadium. Cardiff City in the lead, 2 goals to 1. There have been 2 substitutes at half-time, as they see them there. Michaela Cook, coming off, and Hannah Power coming on. And Mackenzie Olden coming off for Molly Kehoe. We'll run through those. Discuss that in a bit, but about to kick off. First half, 2 early goals for Cardiff City, and Katie Sherwood with me in the commentary box. We thought it could have been a big scoreline at that point.
Yeah, when those first 2 goals were scored, you were thinking it's going to be one-way traffic, but Barry, they got themselves back in the game. They've stayed in the game. They've created some opportunities. And I think that the manager would be really happy with how that first half went. I think Ian Derbyshire will want a little bit more urgency, a little bit more quality from his team.
2 changes, as we said. Hopefully will change it for Cardiff City from their perspective. Molly Kehoe, 4 goals in 4 games. She is very likely to be one to mix it up.
Yeah, she's been a great addition to this team and to the league. A real dynamic attacking player. Such a threat in front of goal, and she'll be looking to be really direct and use that creative side of her game. And we talked about Danielle Green being the master of cutting in. She will do exactly the same. She has such an eye for goal, and the full-back, she has her hands full in this second half.
The other change, Michaela Cook going off. Fionn Price looks like she's going out wider, and Hannah Power coming on. Do you know anything about Hannah Power, Katie?
Yes, I do. She would have been absolutely gutted not to start this game, especially, she's a massive Cardiff City fan, so to be playing at this stadium is, such a fantastic moment. But she has a moment now. She looks like she's gone into that back 3, and Fionn Price is in that wing back wide position.
Hannah Power, Katie's sister, in case anybody hadn't clocked. Run through of the starting lineup. Well, the starting lineups and the second half at the bottom, including the substitutes. Hannah and Molly Kehoe on for the second half. Hannah Power on the ball now. Watkins towards Price. Oakley, first touch, letting her down. Broadhurst was on a run behind her. Watkins going for goal. Great goal by Seren Watkins for the 2nd game in concession. The Bluebirds midfielder has scored a cracker.
Yeah, and again, it's just down to that more urgency in their play. Quick passing. Power, she drives out of the back with the ball into Fionn Price. A quick delivery into the box. Seren Watkins, she picks up the second ball, and when she picks up the ball there, she has one thing on her mind. We've seen her last week. She scores goals. She knows how to find the back of the net. Great power and a fantastic finish.
Just like at the start of the first half. An early goal, a great early goal for Cardiff City to settle the nerves. What would Ian Derbyshire have told them at half-time, do you think?
Just move the ball with a bit more urgency, a bit more pace and quality.
They seem to be doing that at the moment. Walsh going for the diagonal ball towards Broadhurst, and commentator's curse there. That was not a successful pass.
I'm sure Stevie McCarthy-Campbell would have been saying to his team, do not concede within the first 5 minutes. Just makes it really difficult then getting back into the second half when you concede so early.
Oakley turns, sees the run by Kehoe. Walsh. Pass behind Watkins. Watkins does well to win the ball back under pressure. Bowen ahead to Green. Cardiff keeping possession now.
Yeah, when that ball goes back into Siobhan Walsh, don't slow it down. Don't give Barry any time to set.
That's gone long to Green. Green keeps it in. Nia Davis was the defender coming out to block. It's a throw in for Cardiff.
She's worked really hard, Nia Davis. You know, she's up against a fantastic attacking player, but I think she's managed Dan Green really well, apart from, you know, that fantastic strike. You know, they're going to be exposed at times. We talked about how young they are. They're not going to have all the answers all the time, but making sure they're in two compact units.
Good turn by Bowen. Green with a cross. Keogh was there. In by Power. Price collects. Price towards Colley. Down in the bottom corner. Brennan with a good block. Good opportunity there for Cardiff.
Yeah, again, it's a really fantastic delivery from Fionn Price. A really early delivery as well. Great run from Colley. Great technique, but, you know, fantastic goalkeeping.
Freeman in the support now. Barry having to come out now. They're back 2 goals behind again. Walsh forward and long. Oakley battling there, getting the support from Green. Green past Davis, gets the cross in, and Keogh. She won't get many easier goals than that. Don't think she knew much about it, but she's just scored her 5th in 5 games.
What's that saying? Being in the right place at the right time. Like, I agree. I don't think she really knew much about it, but it's all down to Dan Green again, putting in a great delivery, putting the ball into the right areas, just hoping someone's going to be there. You have to question the defending there from Barry. You have to be being able to see ball and man in those positions. And it's an easy one for Kehoe in the end.
Well, an impact sub. Deliberate or not by Molly Keogh. As you said, you've got to be in the right place. And she was. We're going to have a break. Sharon Watkins has stayed down at the centre circle. Everybody coming to have a drinks break. I suspect Watkins won't stay on.
No, there's no need to risk Watkins if there is a niggle or an injury there. There's an opportunity for the manager now at Barry just to try and regroup his team and just do the basics right. You have to be touch tight in the box, because you know good players in those opportunities, they're going to find the back of the net. First of all, can they stop the cross coming in? Can they impact the delivery? And then you need to be aware of what's around you in the box. Just simple, basic things.
Reminder about upcoming games on the bottom of your screen. Wrexham v Mansfield. They travel to Mansfield for the FA Cup on Saturday, 7:30. And then the weekend after, we're to Welsh Cup action. And it's Penabont, Rhys Griffiths and Chris Venables travelling back to Llanelli. We will have a substitute. As suspected, Watkins is coming off. Kelly Adams is the player coming on. And that's a blow for Cardiff. Was not a planned change, and a player like Sam Watkins with her tenacity would have been needed. Suppose they're glad that they got that 4th goal before she went off.
Yeah, and it came out of the blue, didn't it? We didn't see any contact, or I didn't see her pulling up before that. But Kelly Adams, very much like for like with Sarah Watkins, a new signing from Swansea this season. You know, and it'd be an opportunity for her to show the manager what she can do. Again, she'll be disappointed that she hasn't had a chance to start. Look, how can you come on and impact the game?
Oakley and Green combining down the left. Oakley in one touch, too heavy there. Walsh, first touch for Adams, the substitute. Bowen. Broadhurst out to Green. Adams. Plenty of space down the right there for Fionn Price. She calls for the ball. Power delivers. Keogh now in the corner. A good turn by Keogh to create space, but good recovery by the defender.
Yeah, and just seeing a glimpse there what Keogh can do. She enjoys those 1v1s, little bit of trickery to get past the defender, but she recovers well in the end.
Keogh with a touch, and there's an offside call by the linesman. Right by the play there. Free kick for Barry. 10 minutes into the second half. And it's 10 minutes to forget, like it was in the first half. They did come back in the first half, but it's a mountain to climb by now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really tough when you're chasing the game and you're out of possession for such long periods. You can see the gaps are opening up between players. There's a lot of space that Cardiff City are finding, those half spaces in between units, and they just need to somehow find some shape about them and just be a little bit more organised.
Keogh collects again in the corner. Can't quite get across to a Cardiff City player. Throw taken quickly towards Oakley. Oakley driven out. Price. Price is in the corner. Top assists last season. Can she do it again? Well, she's already assisted in this game. She'll have to do it from the corner now.
She did really well here, Price, to get the ball in. Can the fullback be better there and stop that cross coming in?
Well, Sam Watkins has been on corner duty. Price now towards Keogh, scorer of the fourth goal. Power going for Power from a distance. Can't keep it down.
I'm going to say that was ambitious. That's all I'm going to say.
A goal kick for Barry. Adams wins a header up towards Oakley. Good, strong defending by Jenkins.
Yeah, and that's what you want to see. A little bit of aggression. Win those 1v1 battles. Let Cardiff City know that you're still in the game.
Keogh with a header on it. Manages to get to Oakley. Oakley to Broadhurst. Broadhurst goes for it. There's an appeal for handball. No decision given by Harmon. Bowen. Davis up towards Trivet. Once again, Barry can't keep possession in crucial areas.
Yeah, when you can't keep the ball, when you're relieving that pressure is really hard because the ball's coming straight back to you.
Adams forward towards Keogh. Keogh turns into danger. Adams wins the ball back for Cardiff City. Barry by now happy to get the ball into Cardiff City's half.
Trivet actually had more time than what she showed there. Again, it's just that little bit of composure. Can you take a touch before you try and play the ball forward? We were talking at half-time, actually, how young their front three are. Trevette, 19, Deacon, 16, Sienna Stone, 16. They're so young.
Price. Up towards Colley. Brennan punches out. Broadhurst tries to come and collect. And Green with a shot low. It's saved low. But then put into the back of the net by Colley. We were talking about young players. She's 18. And she puts the 5th in the net for Cardiff City.
And that's what good strikers do. They stay alert in the box. They anticipate the goalkeeper making a mistake or punching it back into an area which you know you can respond to quickly, and that's exactly what she does. She stays alive in the box, gets there first, and adds to Cardiff City's tally.
Quarter of an hour gone of the second half. We've had 3 goals for the home team. Starting to look comfortable now. Broadhurst out wide to Green. Broadhurst again out to Green. Green still going. Colley rises up. Keogh sees Price, but there's a block on her. The pass has been blocked. We come back for potential head injury. And support has been called for. Cardiff City have got a big game next. Swansea away. And with Swansea winning 4-0 against Aberystwyth, I think it was important for Cardiff City also to go into that with a bit of a comfortable win. Do you think?
Yeah, so both teams on the back of 2 good wins, or possibly what looks like a win for Cardiff. Completely different game next weekend for both teams. They're both teams who will be challenging for the title. Swansea want to get back to having some silverware. So yeah, really looking forward to that game next weekend.
Reminder of all the other games below. Cardiff Met beating Pontypridd 1-0. Pontypridd are the opposition for Barrytown next week, and Pontypridd bottom of the table on 0. Barry 1 position above them on 3 points. That is a massive game for both teams, Barry and Pontypridd.
Yeah, it's a huge game, and Pontypridd, recently lost their manager James Fishlock, who resigned after, they're on 0 points at the moment. So a huge game for Barrytown next week.
Yeah, Jonathan Spiropoulos coming in to change things up for Pontypridd after James Fishlock resigned over the weekend.
And realistically, Barrytown would have come into this game knowing they're the underdog, knowing that they just have to put in a performance that they can be proud of, and anything else really is a bonus. So the game next weekend are the games that they'll really be targeting to get points.
Opportunity from the set piece. Harris delivers. I think she was going for goal there. Can't quite hit the target.
Yeah, again, quite ambitious. Fair distance out. You've got to do really well there to try and beat the goalkeeper. There's an opportunity there maybe to set something up, put the ball in the box.
We're going to have a double substitution for Cardiff City before this goal kick is taken. Lisa Owen and Tia Richardson coming on. Rhiannon Oakley's the one coming off for Tia Richardson. Fionn Price coming off for Lisa Owen. That's all of Cardiff City's substitutions on now. And Barry Town yet to make a substitution, and that's a sign of the strength and depth that Cardiff City have got.
Yeah, I was just going to say the same thing. That just shows, you know, the strength that they have on the bench when you can bring off players like Ffion Price and Rio Oakley, and you know you have quality coming off the bench. Fresh legs coming on for Cardiff City is not what Barry Town want to see. Now, will we see any substitutes coming from the Barry Town bench?
Keogh, the pressure on Holly Jenkins there. Lisa Owen, first touch for her. Under pressure coming from Tia Richardson, a first touch for her as well. Owen and Richardson combining, and Richardson caught offside there. That was the thing that struck me with the goal for Collie, was she did well to come back on side with the defence pushing up.
Yeah, really good movement from her, just checking her line, making sure she stays onside in the box, and she gets her rewards in the end.
Ball towards Trivett, the slightest touch by Megan Bowen as Trivett runs forward. And we are coming back for a free kick. Jordan Harmon asking to have a word with Megan Bowen. I think there's a card going to be shown. It's yellow.
Yeah, I think that's the right decision. Really good play there from Barry Town. Driving forward with the ball. She's very lucky there. Plays the advantage. I think the fact that Hannah Power is coming across just gets herself out of trouble.
Atwood goes from a distance as well. And as with Harris in the previous free kick, Barry Town possibly running out of ideas going from distance.
Yeah, I think it's an opportunity to do something different. Put the ball in the box, put it in the mix.
Just got the call that the attendance today is 1,092. I think that's the best this season in the Genero Adran Premier. Glad to see attendance is growing as a whole in the league.
Yeah, it just goes to show that the game continues to grow in Wales, and the thirst and want there is for women's football, and the growth of this league in general. You know, great investments from the FAW, and it's great to see.
Owen into Richardson, and Richardson's header over the bar. The two substitutes combining nicely there.
There's another great opportunity for Cardiff City. Again, fantastic delivery, really well-timed run. Just couldn't get over it enough to direct it on target.
Strong header by Broadhurst up towards Keogh. Richardson loses grasp of the ball.
You know, and I appreciate that the Barry Town, they are tired. They have spent lots of time out of possession, but again, it's a free header in the box. There's two players standing there. One of you should be taking responsibility to be challenging for that ball, at least, you know, be a bit more aggressive, because otherwise the goals are going to keep coming. Someone has to take responsibility there.
Bowen towards Keogh. There's a good run by Richardson, and the appeal from Barry Town well heard by the linesman. Offside.
Yeah, it's a great run from deep by Richardson, but just didn't quite time it right. It's a great ball from Keogh. Just needed to release it a little bit sooner, or just hold that run just for a second.
Bowen. Still trying to put the pressure on Bowen. Bowen doing well.
You know, we talk about youngsters in Barry Town. Meg Bowen, She's only 19 herself. We're trying to work her way into the Welsh under-19 squad. Unfortunate this time to not be included, but again, she's a youngster. And that's one thing that this league does. It does give opportunities to young players. We've seen players break into the youth levels for Wales from this league.
Yeah, one game she's missed so far this season is the 0-0 game against Aberystwyth, and that was because of her involvement with that squad back in the last window. Green pulls it back. Broadhurst goes from outside the box, and her attempt straight at Brennan, the keeper.
Yeah, you can see what she's trying to do there. You can see the way she opens up her body. She's trying to curl that into the corner, but just didn't get enough power on the execution there.
Broadhurst asking a lot from Richardson, and some good defending by Jenkins. Puts it out for the throw.
You can see now that the gaps between the units, they're getting bigger. They just need to maybe drop back into that low block and just no nonsense defending. And just try and see this game out.
There is a substitute coming on for Barry. It's Caitlin Davis coming on. And she's going to come on instead of the captain, Chloe Tiley. Barry came into this game as the team that had conceded most in the league, and they're stretching their lead in that dubious accolade. 23 goals conceded as it stands.
Yeah, it's definitely an area that the manager will want to improve on. How can we be a bit more stubborn in defence, a bit more resilient, and make it really hard for teams to break us down?
Deacon with the turn. Deacon gets the ball back, and she wins a free kick. In a good position, just on the corner of the penalty box.
Yeah, when Amy Deacon's had the ball, she's shown in glimpses that what an attacking threat she can be. It's a great little combination play here.
You see Tiley not happy with being substituted, clearly. Always that more frustration with her own performance.
Yeah, it's probably a combination. It's very unusual that you see the captain being replaced, unless there's a tactical change or an injury. Emotions are high. No one likes to be substituted.
What can Barry create from this position? Cross to the back of the 6-yard box. Colley turns. The run is by Broadhurst. Atwood there to clear for Barry. Tribbett turns into the corner. Can she cross? She can't. And once again, opportunity goes for Barry.
I think fatigue is setting in a little bit with Barry. They've worked so hard out of possession. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the opposition you're playing against. I think Cardiff have moved the ball a lot better this second half, and Barry have found it difficult to get into position and deal with that at times.
Quick passing by Colley. Owen gets inside. Adams. The corner, asking a lot from Eliza Colley. Ian Derbyshire much happier this half, I imagine.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's the result was most important. But I think he would have been disappointed with the first half performance from Cardiff.
As it stands, they maintain a 3-point advantage on the top of the table. and an unbeaten run that goes all the way back to 20th of March 2022. Good play down the right by Owen, and goes from distance, hits the bar.
Do you think that was a shot or a cross?
I would have said cross. It looked like a cross when it came in, but a little bit of panic from Brennan in goal.
Yeah, great little bit of skill here from Lisa Owen. She does look up. She does look at the goal. I think she's having a go there.
We'll give her the benefit of the doubt. Green towards Keogh. There's space for Richardson. Richardson out to Green. A fortunate deflection. I put it out for a throw in. Cardiff trying to turn the screw now. They want a 6. Power towards Broadhurst. Good header. Not quite enough power on it.
Yeah, that was a great ball into the box there from Power. Great run as well from Dan Broadhurst. Just maybe a bit too far out, just to direct the power and cause the keeper any real problems.
Free kick to Barrytown. To be taken from the right spot. Jenkins. Not wide. Barrytown haven't had much to cheer in the second half. And one good thing about the first half, when they did go 2 down, they did improve. There has been much improvement in this second half, has there?
No, I just think the gaps have really opened up this second half, and Cardiff have been able to exploit it with quality. And you know, when you're at the top of the table, you have that confidence, don't you? And I think they've been relentless in this second half. And it's been really difficult for Barry.
Yeah, it looks like Cardiff are going to go into that game against Swansea, the last opposition that they haven't faced this season so far. Played everybody else at least once, and they're going in with the best goals scored on the
change in such a short space of time, but it seems to be working for them. They've had 2 positive.
bodes to be a good title race, also a good race for the top 4. How do you see that going? Because obviously we're looking at Cardiff and Swansea towards the top, with Wrexham fighting as well. Then you've got Aberystwyth, TNS, Met. Any of those 3 could be in the top 4.
I've been really impressed with Wrexham. You know, it's difficult to come into this league and try and replicate what you did in the Northern League, but you know, they seem to have started really, really well.
Bowen with a header. Richardson there as well, but Barry clear. Walsh. Green tries to dance past Lauren Harris. Davis. No way past Megan Bowen.
That was a much better shape from Barry then. They had 2 banks of 4, really compact, much more aggressive, trying to win the ball.
Deacon back towards Davis, substitute. Stone, the wayward pass. It's collected by Cardiff City. Green can't find a way past Nia Davis.
But again, a nice little spell of possession there for Barry. They've shown in glimpses what they want to try and do. They want to build from the back. but their front three have been isolated because they didn't want to commit too many players and be hit when they do lose the ball. But, you know, that's definitely, they've had some positives in this game, without a doubt.
Strong challenge there by Walsh on Deacon. And Walsh carries up. Ball forward. It's gone all the way to Green. Broadhurst collects. Can't lift that ball above Nia Davis. Deacon has stayed down to that challenge by Walsh. Another look at it.
Yeah, it just looked like a coming together, but it might have been an arm or an elbow as she's gone to win the ball. I think she's been fantastic this evening, Amy Deacon. And I know I've said it all game. She's 16 years old. She's only in year 11 in high school. And she's playing against some really established senior players in Cardiff City, especially in Siobhan Walsh, Fionn Price, Hannah Power. You know, she's definitely one for the future. And she should be really proud of her performance.
Well, she gains the appreciation of Hannah Bennett, who comes on to thank her, because that is the last we will see of Amy Deacon, who has been a bright spark for Barry. Lucy Coles coming on instead of her. Bowen. Broadhurst. Green has to adjust her run there and can't get the pass back towards Broadhurst. Walsh. Power. Colley lifts it up towards Keogh. Keogh will do well to get this ball back in. She can't. Reminder again at the bottom of upcoming football on S4C, including highlights of Wales's game against Denmark in the Women's Nations League. You watched the game against Germany on Friday night. First half looked promising, but in the end, not great for Wales. An opportunity here for Cardiff City. Keogh. They'll win the corner.
Yeah, just going back to what you were saying, they're going through a difficult time at the moment, Wales. They're playing in, you know, League A of the Nations League, and they're coming up against some real fantastic opposition who are all ranked higher than them, and they're competitive games, and the ultimate goal is to reach a major tournament, and this is where Gemma Granger will learn most about her team.
Corner for Cardiff. Bowen gets ahead to the ball. Green with the cross. Adams. There is a sixth. And it's Richardson who got the head. Good cross in the end for the sixth. And that settles a convincing victory for Cardiff.
Yeah, I wasn't sure when this ball went back in, was she offside? But the defender is late getting out, and she times her run perfectly. Again, it's another great delivery into the box, and she just guides her into the back of the net.
There was some doubt there, I think, between Richardson and her teammates near to her about whether she was offside, but I think you're right. I think maybe Colley was in an offside position. Richardson timed it well.
You know, I don't want to be harsh on Barry, but you have to again question the defending in the box. The danger is not clear. You know, when that trigger, Dan Green, the ball comes to her, she's going to play the ball straight back in. Where is your player? And again, it's two players waiting to put the ball in the back of the net. You have to be better in those areas.
Keogh doing well to evade the tackle by Davis. Keogh still going. There's no stopping Keogh. She lays it on to Power. And that was asking a lot of Hannah Power.
You just wanted Keogh to go by herself then. She does so well. She dances in and around about three players. You just wanted to pull the trigger.
Well, she get an opportunity here. I think it'll be a cross. Well, she goes for it. Tries to go between the legs of Bennett. Green has to go back. All the Barry players behind the ball. Bowen lips it into the box. Richardson once again with a header, this time not quite so successful.
I think she's been a real presence since she's come on, Richardson. You know, her athletic ability, you know, really intelligent runs into the box, and Barry have really struggled to get to grips with her.
Great opportunity in the second half. Walsh, great tackle by the captain. We come back for the referee to have a look at the two players who've gone down. But no doubting that was a fantastic defensive effort by Walsh.
Yeah, and that's what she does. She puts her body on the line. She thrives off those tackles. You know, she definitely leads by example.
Broadhurst back to Bowen. Adams. Power out to Owen. Power continuing with the run, supporting. Out the right, Owen decides to come in instead. Bowen goes for the same ball that created that sixth goal, this time just over the head of Richardson.
I think that example there of Hannah Power actually overlapping your centre-back, getting out wide and overlapping, just shows the space they have, and they've created many overloads in the middle, and Barry have really found it difficult to get to grips with it.
Green. Adams ahead to Richardson. Tries to release Owen down the right. Owen, she's got Atwood in front of her. Manages to get the ball up towards Colley. Colley beaten to the ball.
No, one thing you can't question is the effort from the Barry players.
John Harmon asking to have a word here, and there's a red card for Atwood. Lucy Atwood, seeing red, kicked out as that ball went out of play, lashed out at the Cardiff City player. We'll try and see it again. Something off the ball. It's never nice to see that happen.
No, it's not nice to see, and the frustrating thing is now she misses that Ponty game, and she's a standout player for Barry, so now Barry are without a really strong player.
It's a push to the back and a little kick as well.
I mean, there's not much in it, but you raise your hand, you lose your temper, lack of discipline, and now your team are down to 10, and you miss the next couple of games.
Green. Barry closing down on goal. It's Truitt. And no pressure for Walsh to start. Another play for Cardiff City. Broadhurst up towards Colley. She's got 2 defenders on it. Colley, 5 goals advantage for Cardiff City, happy to just keep it in the corner. They'll have a throw.
Yeah, clever play there from Colley.
We'll see the red card incident again. The push is one thing. I think it's that little kick out which right at the end, which doesn't look like much, but that's the clincher, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, it doesn't look like much, but it's still the intent. You know, it's not something we want to see in the game, but it's frustration. That's all it is. It's frustration. You're 6-1 down.
Well, Tribbett trying to pull one back. At least it will be a consolation goal. Tribbett towards the bottom corner, easily handled by Chamberlain. 4 minutes we added at the end of this 90, which has been, from the second half, a very comfortable 90 for Cardiff City.
Yeah, it has been. You know, they have shown their quality in the second half and shown why they're sitting at the top of the table and are current title winners.
Power to the corner. Cardiff happy to take the time in the last 4 minutes. There's a really late substitution for Barry and Harad Bayman coming on. Clear yet who's coming off, but an opportunity for Beeman to play in a special stadium for Wales football. It's Bennett, the goal scorer, who's coming off.
I think she has put in one shift here this evening. She's been a standout player for Barry. Talking about that effort, she has, you know, she's won tackles, she's tried to get her team forward, she's got a fantastic goal.
Green. Ball out wide to the right. Power and Owen combining. Can Owen deliver towards Richardson? Barry not convincing in clearing. Richardson fighting for the ball. 10-man Barry now. Player advantage for Cardiff City. Green just been announced as the stadium's player of the match. She couldn't finish that effort.
Yeah, I think well deserved. I think the quality of the ball she's put into the box, her ability to beat players, a fantastic goal, definitely thoroughly deserved.
It's a free kick for the offside call. Owen. There's about a minute left of the added. No haste in the play for Cardiff City now.
They haven't taken their foot off the gas, have they? This, 4 minutes injury time, and they're still trying to get their 7th goal.
Keogh collects. Power. Keogh aiming. One from distance. Brennan can't hold again. And again. Oh, and this time there's an offside call. Richardson can't get her 2nd. Can't get Cardiff 7th.
Yeah, she's just following up the shot there, but just goes too early. There's a great reaction from her, but just doesn't check that line again and can't keep herself on side.
Broadhurst. Keogh out to Power. Power with the delivery. Richardson. Controlled well. And a flick towards Colley. There's an offside call again. Cardiff City still going to the final whistle. It arrives. And a convincing 6-1 victory for Barry Town. How impressed have you been with Cardiff today?
Yeah, really impressed in this second half. They've shown why they're sitting at the top of the table. They've been really ruthless, I think. And they put on a real good display for the fans. And they're still sitting top of the table. Big match for them next week now.
Yeah, facing Swansea. The others that are going for the title, no doubt. 6 goals for Cardiff. And the second half was much more convincing than the first half. It's Cardiff City celebrating in this arena. Katie Sherwood, thanks for your company tonight. Thanks for your company at home as well. Hope you've enjoyed. Join us next time, but this time it finishes Cardiff City 6, Barry Town United 1.